Welcome to day 2 of This Will Not Kill You. And the theme for today is self. Self is this created character that we understand we are playing in life. We get very attached to this identity. We start to measure our likes and dislikes as it relates to that particular character. Sometimes we'll come across moments in life where it is challenged or we seem to step out of character to follow our true desires or our instinct, and that can be very disorienting. Sometimes we have a goal that doesn't quite fit with who we think we are, so we kind of have to choose. And ultimately, I believe that we are inalienable from ourselves. So anything which can be stripped away isn't necessarily essential to us. That's not to say it doesn't have value. There's beautiful richness in adopting certain persona qualities, characteristics, by having certain loves, passions, by walking a particular purpose line. But the true essence, I find, is very simple. And it's a great relief when we can die to self in some ways. There's this Buddhist idea of dying before we die, this idea of taking off these artificial shells so we can finally release and expose that quivering core at the raw center of ourselves. And one way to allow that to open up is to hold a ceremony for yourself, which is a laying to rest of the self from the past. So today's challenge is to write a eulogy, a speech which recounts what you achieved in your life, and mark this week as a letting go of any aspects of your old self which you feel you're clinging to, and also any possessions. So it could just be a single significant clothing item or collectible that you're holding on to the degree that this possession is starting to possess you. As they say, the things you own can start to own you. So in this ceremony that I'm encouraging you to hold for yourself, I'd encourage you to reflect on your life path. You might want to hold it with a friend if your particular challenge this week is about being seen and heard or speaking your truth. It might be really liberating to have someone sit down with you and witness you as you recount what's really important to you and how you hope you've showed up in life. Or if your challenge is more of a creative thing, you might want to channel this process through writing a poem or creating a song or some other form of artistic expression. Regardless, I'd encourage you to really allow yourself to drop into the sincerity of deep reflection. In the modern day, some of us are estranged from this very human process of holding ceremony and ritual. So if it's new to you, just explore it. What feels sacred to you? And that can be really anything that allows you to drop in, connect with yourself, connect with nature, and take a more of an objective perspective on life. Not so wound up in who we are and what our history has been, who others see us as, who we think we have to, through responsibility and sometimes obligation, show up as for our family or friends or community. But instead, a really overarching sentience of, wow, I'm just a human being and there's so much I can do. And reflect on who you've been up until this point. Alongside our theme for today, we're also continuing the path of our Keystone rites of passage. And the step for today is detox. So my first challenge as part of the detox is to have a cold shower. This is actually something I'd encourage you to continue for the rest of the week every day. You can have it by itself, or you can just add a cold shower to the end of your warm shower, just turning off the hot and really tuning into the body, making sure you're honoring yourself whenever you're stepping beyond these edges. Whenever you're stretching yourself, I really like to be gentle with this process. And I just tune in and tell myself, cool, we're gonna now turn on the cold. And the key aspect of this is not to brace against the temperature. I particularly like it to run down the back of the head and really feel the channels of the nervous system opening up down my back. When you breathe, don't have it tight up in the chest, but breathe down into the belly and see if you can calm yourself in that invigorated state, and you'll, I think, really feel this coming to life. The second aspect of detox is looking at not just what we're taking in through food and drink, but also what information and energies we're absorbing. So if you have a habit like watching the news or scrolling on Facebook and comparing your life to other people's lives, if you habitually go to a particular place that feels toxic, or you hang around people that just suppress you, make you feel embarrassed, make you feel awkward, make less of you, this is the week I'd ask you to detox yourself from those people, those places, and those habits. So we're getting off to a strong start. We're writing a eulogy. We're really looking at the discipline of not infusing ourselves which don't lead to the reality we intend to live, and also that don't complement the person we hope to show up as. Huge respect, push yourself at your edge, and I look forward to witnessing you.